Going on, boxing fans? This is Total Toe Topics coming at you once again. I'm Dre. I'm here with AR.
What's going on, guys?
Man, we're here to talk about the last year's fight of the year, Mike Alvarado versus Brandon Rios, man. Just let the people know. What did you think about the first fight?
Action packed, bro. Good fight.
Absolutely.
I mean, they definitely did not fail to put on the show. It was definitely a good fight, though, man. What you thought about it?
Man, action packed, man. I mean, it's a reason it's fight of the year, man. Like you said, it was action packed from round one to the last bell. But both of them did their thing, and they proved why, they belong up there.
Yeah, definitely. It was Real's first time at 142, and he definitely put on. I mean, he
proved the doubters wrong. But what do you think about the second fight? Do you think this fight's necessary? Do you think this fight should have happened, or do you think Brandon Rios should have just moved on to bigger things?
I don't think it's necessary for Rios. But it's definitely something
fan pleasing.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much what it is. It's fan pleasing. But it's definitely gonna be an action packed fight. Next fight, which is next Saturday. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yeah, for sure. But just let me ask you another question before we get down to breaking down the fight. Let's say if Mike Alvarado was to win this fight, or if Brandon Rios, or if Brandon wins this fight, like how do you see the fight? The fighters going along with their careers. So what happens if Brandon Rios was to lose this fight? What happens from there?
I feel that Bob Arum's actually gonna try to milk this one and
third
fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Try to make a third fight or whatever.
Typical Bob Arum.
Yeah, and I mean, if Brandon Rios, if he wins, there's still a lot out there for him. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of boxers at 140. A lot of fighters.
Yeah.
Fight Garcia. You have Peterson,
Lucas Matisse,
you got Matisse, yeah, you got
a whole bunch of fighters.
You got big names. I mean that they have boxing skills. You know what I mean? Not just bowlers. So there's still a lot of action for Rios at 140. But he got to get through Alvarado second time. Know what I mean? I personally.
What's your take on this, man?
I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. It's definitely gonna be action packed. But I personally feel that that Rios is gonna take the win on this one again.
Okay.
I feel it's just gonna be a continuation of the last fight. That Rios is just gonna apply the constant pressure, throw bombs. Pretty sure Alvarado's gonna try to outbox him like he was in the first fight. He was actually being successful in the early rounds. You know what I mean? But I think that just the constant pressure from Rios is gonna wear Alvarado down in the later rounds because. Coming forward, you know what I mean? Dude's like a tank. I mean, he's unstoppable, just throwing bombs. I feel that
pretty much have no choice but to bang out with Rios at that point.
Exactly. So I'm giving that fight to Rios by late stoppage, to be honest.
No, absolutely, man. Solid prediction. I mean, I'm predicting the same thing. I say Brandon Rios by late stoppage.
Okay.
And just behind my prediction, it's gonna be a different fight from the first fight. I think Mike Alvarado is gonna come in this fight, going over the mistakes that he did in the first. But we'll probably see Mike Alvarado win the first rounds. It'll probably possibly go to decision if Mike Alvarado comes in and fights a smart fight, and decides to be a technical fight, and I mean decides to make it a technical fight.
Yeah.
But like you said, I don't think that's gonna happen. I just think that the constant pressure that Brandon Rios is gonna put on Mike Alvarado is gonna force Alvarado to be in the dogfight pretty much like he was in the first fight. So it's only gonna be a matter of time before a street fight breaks out. In other words, in the ring. But I mean, I see a different fight, more technical fight, early rounds. But then again, like I just mentioned before, it's gonna end up being a street fight. So I pretty much have Brandon Rios in by late stoppage.
Okay. I mean, if it's a continuation from the first fight, it's definitely going to end the same way, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely, man.
But guys, stay tuned, you know what I mean? There's a big month coming up for the month of April and May.
Yes, man. We got a lot of fights. We got Austin Trout versus Canelo Alvarez, man. I was surprised when they made that fight happen, man. Yeah. It was well deserved by Austin Trout. He made an excellent performance against Miguel Cotto, shocked the whole world at Madison Square Garden. We got Danny Garcia versus Zab Judah. Danny Garcia coming off of it. He has a high momentum going on right now, so let's see if he can keep it up at the Barclays Center, April 27th.
Stay tuned for that prediction video.
Absolutely. We got Floyd Mayweather versus Robert Guerrero, man. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather for putting on an excellent performance against Miguel Cotto. Robert Guerrero coming off of off of an excellent fight against Andre Berto, man. They both showed tremendous heart. They both fight on Showtime pay-per-view on May 4th. On the undercard, we'll see Abner Maris moving up in weight to fight Ponce de Leon. That's another great fight, man. Shout out to Abner Maris for moving up in weight and taking on a really tough challenge. You know, and then the other one that we just learned about was the Lucas Matisse versus Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, in May.
And yup, so I mean, we got a lot of great fights coming to you by Golden Boy. Stay tuned for those prediction videos. You know, we just want to take this time to thank everybody that's been supporting us, retweeting us, you know, shouting us out, you know, just sticking with the movement, and we appreciate it, and we do this for you guys, for the boxing fans.
Yeah, appreciate all the feedback. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Doug. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for fresh culture, fresh gear dropping this summer. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Boxing Voice.
Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, the whole boxing community, man. Shout out to the boxing roundtable. Shout out to Dream, Boogie Down Sean. Stay tuned every Tuesdays. Check out the description below. I'm gonna have the number you can call in every Tuesday, 8:30 to 10:30. You don't have to be a hardcore boxing fan to call, man. You could just be your regular boxing, your casual fan. If you want to talk about boxing, it could be anything you want. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd versus Floyd Mayweather, why the fight didn't happen. You know, you could just talk. We're talking boxing, man. Anybody's welcome to call, man. Anybody's welcome to call. Boxing. But with that being said, man, just like our channel, rate, subscribe, share with all your social networks. And once again, thanks a lot, guys, for your support. Stay tuned. Thanks.